adjective. I'm feeling wacky. I love all these comedians here. I love open mic because I get to try stuff out. Comedians are a wacky bunch of rascals. Yeah, and they slow drip information to you if you're, because I'm an amateur, and I didn't know there was a formula to comedy. It's basically a two-part story followed by a zinger, and so I'm working stuff out. I went to an open mic last night, and I thought I had a good plan. I was going to do 5 minutes all about pussy. And, but I had to lay the groundwork, and here's the kiss of death. Don't ask an audience what an adjective is, because they don't come here to think. That's when it started going downhill. Don't ask an audience about English grammar. The thing about adjectives is that they enhance pussy. Right? There's different. What kind of pussy is Harriet Tubman famous for? But ching, free pussy. Right? I don't know. I feel like I'm like connected to, because I'm a bus driver. Okay, I can check that box off. Also, I have a plan to reform America, bring back literacy, starting with bathroom graffiti. Right? The thing I like about it is it's accessible to everybody. Everybody can't afford a phone with data. So we hand out Sharpies to everybody, and we take this country back. Starting with dick pics. Right? Everybody's on board with that. Good. Oh, you know what I was wondering is how, and this can be an awkward situation, as a man, as a male person, how do you tell a woman that her fly is down without it feeling creepy? I'm trying to figure that out. Because I want it to happen. Okay, so the jokes, that was the jokes, adjectives, nouns. Oh, comedians are outlaws, okay? And here's why. Because comedians recognize patterns. They're like Neo from the Matrix. They recognize patterns and then they quality test reality. So hats off to the comedians. Keep up the good work. We have a serious responsibility. Now, I like open mics because you get to try stuff out, and if you fucking bomb, that's all right. You just go home and slit your wrist. you just give it all up. So, as I said, I did go to an open mic last night. It didn't go so well. I was telling too many pussy jokes. It was a tough crowd, and I just couldn't find the opening to deliver those jokes. Everything fell flat after that. Yeah, I'd like to have fun. You know what? I talked about comedians and how they just give you a little bit of information. I have an uncle who was like that. He told me about the birds and the bees, but he didn't tell me about the flowers and the trees. So, I was having sex in a field of lilies and got stung in the butt. See, that was the formula. Two-part story. Uncle, I'm starting to get it. Starting to get it. I just love the pussy jokes, okay? So, a lot of people think that the space race was about America beating Russia to get on the moon. But it wasn't that at all. What had happened was JFK and Marilyn had finished a hot session, and they were having this upper echelon pillow talk, and JFK, he was so intoxicated after the hot sex. He said, Marilyn, I will give you the moon and the stars. And Marilyn said, oh, Mr. President, I would rather go to the moon. So this motherfucker picks up the red phone, calls the NASA people and says, we're going to the moon. And that's the power of pussy in history.
Yes, pussy makes the difference.
Oh, you know, I already told you, like, you know, writing jokes is challenging. So I took some time today. I went to a nice park. You know, I thought the environment would get my creative juices flowing. But I got in trouble right away. I realized my mistake. I should have used a blanket and a small child like the lady breastfeeding next to me. That was a little. See, that was the formula. I set it up and then I punched it. Here's one that's you got to be a gun enthusiast to get this. You got to know something about guns, okay? I once got caught looking at a dirty magazine, but I was at the rifle range. It was right on the ground with no bullets in it. Dirty magazine, Full Metal Jacket. Okay. That's good. All right. You know, I used to be a locksmith, believe it or not. And I went on this service call once to a ranch, and there was about a dozen dogs out there just running around looking mean and stuff. And the owner of the ranch comes up to me and I say, hey man, are these dogs dangerous? He says, don't worry, they're not shit-eating dogs. Yeah. Again, the formula. Yeah, so I just wanted to do it short and sweet tonight. I'm getting sharper at this. Hats off to all the comedians. I love the guitar. Oh man, it's that was good. BB Sage, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Yeah! What you doing, shit? BB Sage.